my name is Jiang Ranyun, and I'm an actor. I've been in the industry for 7 years, and I've made 3 movies and 1 TV series. Every collaboration with Yi Feicheng is a hit. The whole world is supporting our CP. Even my bestie asked me when I would marry Yi Feicheng, and I could only helplessly say that I'm really not familiar with him. Yi Feicheng has played various roles. He can bring people to life in the play, but he is a cold and expressionless person outside the play, and he is polite and distant to everyone. Yi Feicheng woke up from a car accident and had memory problems. The assistant sent him promotional materials for the new drama and online reviews. He searched online and saw many videos with my CP. CP fans in the comments were crazy, and he was shocked after watching it. He felt that he loved me so much. He watched a few of my micro-expression analysis videos, and he was even more shocked and distressed, and believed that I loved him so much. The second TV series we collaborated on, Birds and Green Mountains, topped the list as soon as it was launched. During the promotion live broadcast, Yi Feicheng was late. His agent told me that he had a minor car accident and had some memory problems, and asked me to bear with him. Before I could react, Yi Feicheng sat next to me and called me wife directly, and the audience in the live broadcast room and the hot search were all blown up. Yi Feicheng has long eyelashes. In one scene, we stood very close to each other in the heavy snow. He took off his gloves and touched my cheek, saying he was leaving, and I said okay. After the director called out, the assistant handed me a down jacket. I was so cold that I could only stamp my feet. Yi Feicheng gave me a hot water bottle. I hesitated and took it, and thanked him. But he ignored me afterwards. That cold look really made me helpless. 2 years later, we worked together again, and I almost forgot about his character. He is handsome, and his appearance in the Republic of China drama adds to his military temperament. He switches from affectionate in the play to cold outside the play very quickly. Suddenly, there was a commotion in the crew, and we saw a flash in the distance. It turned out to be a proxy photographer, who was driven away by security. But at night I still saw our names and CP names on the hot search. Flying Birds and Green Mountains topped the list as soon as it was broadcast, with a lot of publicity, and the male and female protagonists were even more heavily promoted. The promotion period coincided with the typhoon season. City was raining heavily. Yi Feicheng's flight was delayed. After he landed, his phone was full of messages and calls. He listened to his mother's voice message asking him to go on a blind date, replied, "Let's talk about it later," and switched to Weibo. He has a small account, is my fan, and will delete CP fans' comments. As a result, he was in a car accident while reading the private message. I was woken up by the alarm clock and learned that Yi Feicheng could not shoot the magazine in the morning and that the live broadcast schedule in the evening might also change. I searched for a long time but didn't find any news about his accident, so I thought about taking a nap first, but Yi Feicheng woke up from a car accident with amnesia and regarded his agent Liao Sheng as a stranger. Later, his memory was almost restored, but the memory related to me was still incomplete. When he saw that his phone was broken, he transferred money to his assistant and driver to calm his nerves, and said that he wanted to report to his wife that he was safe, which scared Liao Sheng. After the rain, Liao Sheng was in a gloomy mood. After Yi Feicheng said that his wife was me, he was sure that Yi Feicheng was not secretly married, but there was something wrong with his brain. The doctor said Yi Feicheng might be fine after a while. Yi Feicheng changed his mobile phone, logged into WeChat and saw his mother's message, and remembered the previous chat content. He didn't receive my message, clicked on the chat box and hesitated for a long time without knowing how to start. Liao Sheng was afraid that he would talk nonsense, so he asked him not to disturb my work. Yi Feicheng read the promotional materials and online reviews sent by Xiao Luo, and found that the comments said that our relationship was not public, and he was confused. He searched our names online and saw an article about our relationship, which he thought was too superficial. He also found many CP videos along the surfing traces of netizens, and he decided that he loved me very much, and I loved him very much. I still remember that I once said that I didn't want the relationship to be public, and I felt like a scumbag. It was a live broadcast at night. I arrived first, Yi Feicheng was late, and fans were urging him. When he came downstairs, I was ready to start first, and the barrage came in as soon as the broadcast started. After he came in, I felt that his eyes were too focused. Then his agent showed me his mobile phone and said that he had a car accident and had memory problems. Yi Feicheng had a headache while doing makeup. Liao Sheng wanted to take him to the hospital, but he said he was fine and couldn't wait to see me. Liao Sheng could only remind him not to talk or move randomly during the live broadcast and to focus on work. Liao Sheng was struggling whether to tell me, and finally used the software to remind me. During the live broadcast, I interacted with the audience to warm up the scene. Yi Feicheng was late for a long time. As soon as he arrived, he sat next to me naturally, very close, which scared me. He also called me wife, which shocked me. He said he was late and wanted to tell me about the car accident, but he couldn't say it. The live broadcast screen was full of comments. Liao Sheng was so anxious that he went out to discuss countermeasures with my agent. During the live broadcast, the host asked us questions about the drama, and finally got on the right track, but the popularity soared. After the live broadcast, Yi Feicheng stayed very close, but still behaved. The assistant gave me the phone number of my agent, and told me to cooperate with Yi Feicheng in the play, and when he recovered, he could also ask Liao Sheng for business resources. I think Yi Feicheng must be very exciting when he recalls this after he recovers. At this time, he called me wife again and asked me to rub his head. I softened my heart, and after rubbing my head, he hugged me again, and my agent happened to see it, and she was shocked. Gu Qiuling negotiated with Liao Sheng, asking for a lot of business resources, and asked Liao Sheng to get me an audition opportunity for director when Xuchan's new play. Liao Sheng had no choice but to agree. After dinner, I returned to the hotel and dealt with various people's inquiries. Yi Feicheng sent me a message saying that there was something for me in my hotel lobby. I was worried about being photographed, so I rushed downstairs and saw him. He wanted to talk, so I quickly put a mask on him. He said that everyone knows about our relationship anyway, and said that his headache is gone, and he gave me the peace buckle pendant he had worn since childhood. I didn't dare to take it. He said it was not expensive, it was an outsider my mother-in-law prayed for me, and it worked. She also wanted to give me a wedding diamond ring, so I had to accept the pendant. He asked me to give him another piece of jewelry, and I reluctantly agreed. The next day, when I was shooting for the magazine, I saw Yi Feicheng's good morning message and felt that he was not well yet. The paparazzi took pictures of me wearing his pendant and him wearing my pink kitten ring, and the fans went crazy. The theme of the magazine shoot is Moment is Eternity. The first set of styling is retro style. Yi Feicheng and I hugged each other for photos, but I felt that he had a strong presence this time. The photographer asked Yi Feicheng to bite a rose and get close to me, and I couldn't stand his eyes. After the shooting, I found out that the site was given to us by Song Ziyuan. I went to say hello to him, and Yi Feicheng followed. After the shooting, I found out that the site was given to us by Song Ziyuan. I went to say hello to him, and Yi Feicheng followed. Song Ziyuan was stunned when he saw him, and we chatted for a few words. Song Ziyuan said that the song he made for me was almost ready and asked me to go record it. The staff came to ask Song Ziyuan to take a photo. When I left, Yi Feicheng grabbed my wrist and said that he didn't like Song Ziyuan, and admitted that he was jealous. I think he is cute and helpless, and I asked him to let go, but he didn't, and said he wanted to take my car back to the hotel, and even booked a room at the hotel. Finally, we went out hand in hand and got into the same car. The assistant sat in the passenger seat very tactfully. I am going to Hainan to record a variety show, and Yi Feicheng can't go, and he is very disappointed. I went to Hainan to record a live broadcast variety show of rural life. Jian Binghe was another flying guest. He is my junior and also a popular traffic star. He greeted me with a rose. Yi Feicheng was puzzled when watching the live broadcast. Why did someone support Jian Binghe and me as a couple? The program group's residence is on the beach. Jian Binghe helps me carry the suitcase, and other people in the room are playing games. They are very enthusiastic to see me. Yi Feicheng thinks that the internet atmosphere is not good, and there are too many people who are CP. He saw that some people were supporting Su Tianzi when I was in the same frame with him, so he commented that Su Tianzi was old and bad, and his acting skills were average. After washing up, I joined the game and drew the truth or the truth. The question was who would be my first screen kiss partner. I had no choice but to answer that it was Yi Feicheng. Then I drew the truth or the truth again. The question was who was the actor I had the most collaborations with, and it was still Yi Feicheng. I drew the truth again, and the question was which actor I liked the most among my co-stars. I resigned myself to the answer that it was still Yi Feicheng. The audience was enthusiastic about CP. Yi Feicheng's heartbeat was so fast when watching the live broadcast, and I felt that I loved him so much.